So let's take a case study of a taxi driver. So a driver that uses, that runs his activity using taxi on 200 kilometers per day. Take into consideration that he uses a thermic vehicle, and we know running a thermic vehicle 200 kilometers per day, whereby for every 100 kilometers he uses actually 10 liters of petrol. And 10 liters of petrol, meaning he will use about 20 liters of petrol, since he is to run 200 kilometers per day. So he will use 20 liters of fuel. And take into consideration that in our ecosystem here, a liter of fuel costs about 730 francs, let's say 750 francs CFA. And take into consideration that you have to calculate this 200 kilometers that he runs daily times this 750 francs, you will see that he ends up spending about 14,500 francs to 15,000 francs daily just on fuel alone. You see that calculating all these costs even on monthly basis, you see that he spends about 430,000 just for him to refuel his car, to refuel his car. For a taxi driver maybe that uses a fuel vehicle or a thermic vehicle. Let's take the same example of a younger driver who maybe uses an electric vehicle. You know that for every 100 kilometers, from the statistics that I made, from every 100 kilometers you use about 15 kilowatts of power, of electricity. And take into consideration that we want to take the same consideration that he runs 200 kilometers on daily basis, such as the driver that uses the fuel car, he will use actually 30 kilowatts of electricity, of power. So taking into the same consideration, a kilowatt of power here in our ecosystem here in Cameroon is about 60 to 70 francs. And calculating 60 to 70 francs on daily basis, that will be him spending on daily basis about 2,000 francs at most. 2,000 francs at most. You see that calculating this on a monthly basis, he will actually spend about 45,000 to 50,000. So look at the gap as compared to the driver using the thermic vehicle. You see that he used about 430,000 francs as compared to the person using the electric vehicle, who actually spend just at most 50,000 francs. So he economizes about 290,000 francs just because he uses an electric vehicle.